Right now, your dog is watching you do something totally normal. Scrolling your phone. Making coffee. Tying your shoes. And in that moment, they're not thinking, "There's my human." Honestly, they can't even think that. Because in over 30,000 years of living beside us, dogs never actually learned to see us as a species. What they see instead is deeper than that. Stranger than that. You're not a person to them. You're something closer to gravity, an invisible force their whole world just bends around. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're not gonna look at your dog the same way again. See, dogs don't sort the world the way we do. They don't have some mental folder labeled human, or furniture, or stranger. What they build instead is patterns. The rhythm of your walk. The pitch of your voice when you're exhausted. Even the exact tempo of your breathing when you're asleep next to them. Researchers who study how dogs think have found something wild. They process the people closest to them almost like a signature. Not a species. A signature. So you're not a person to your dog. You're this one-of-a-kind mix of sound, and scent, and rhythm that literally doesn't exist anywhere else on Earth. That's actually why a stranger wearing your exact perfume won't fool your dog. Not even for a second. Because it was never just the scent. It's the scent fused with your heartbeat. Your footsteps. In a weird way, your dog doesn't see you as human at all. They see you as irreplaceable. Now here's something most people don't know. Dogs have around 300 million scent receptors. We have 6 million. But it's not just that they smell you, they smell time. Scientists have actually found dogs can tell how long ago a scent was left somewhere. Like they're reading smell the way we read a clock. So when you walk out that door, your dog isn't just noticing you're gone. They're tracking it. Minute by minute. Feeling exactly how long that emptiness has stretched on. And that's probably why some dogs seem to just know when you're 5 minutes from home. It's not magic. It's pattern recognition, built from thousands and thousands of repetitions, your schedule, the sound of your car, even how the light changes in the afternoon. Here's another one. A dog's memory for faces? Actually pretty weak. Except for one face. Yours. Dogs raised around consistent human contact develop this specialized way of processing the faces of the people they're bonded to. Kind of like how a human baby bonds to their caregiver's face. That's rare in the animal kingdom. Most animals never bother learning individual human faces at all. Your dog chose to learn yours. So when your dog drags your clothes into their bed, or won't stop pawing at the closet where your coat's hanging, that's not them being bad. That's grief management. Objects that carry your scent basically stand in for you, and studies show they can actually lower a stressed dog's heart rate. It's the closest thing a dog has to a security blanket. Except the blanket is made entirely out of you. Here's one that kind of blew my mind. A well-known 2019 study found that dogs and their owners' stress hormones actually sync up over time, especially in working dogs. So if you're anxious, your dog's cortisol can rise too. Even if nothing's actually happening around them. Your emotions don't just get noticed by your dog. They become part of your dog's biology. That's not just companionship anymore. That's something closer to entanglement. And brain scans back this up. fMRI studies on dogs show their reward centers light up more for their owner's scent than for the scent of literally any other human, even a stranger holding food. Dogs aren't loyal to humans in general. They're loyal to you. Specifically. In a way that can override actual hunger. Try finding that kind of devotion anywhere else in the animal kingdom. Now you've seen the guilty look. Right? Head down, ears back, avoiding eye contact after they've done something wrong. Most people call that guilt. But animal behaviorists actually push back on that. What you're really seeing is fear. Fear of your disappointment. A response trained purely from watching your face and your tone, over and over. Your dog isn't scared of breaking a rule. They're scared of losing your approval. That's not guilt. That's attachment, just wearing guilt's mask. Ever notice how some dogs sleep facing the door? That's not random. It's an old pack instinct, guarding the entrance. except now it's aimed entirely at one person. You. In the wild, watching the entrance meant protecting the whole group. But in a house with just one dog and one favorite human? That entire ancient instinct narrows down to one job. Waiting for you to walk back through that door. Dogs don't count hours the way we do. But here's the thing. Research on separation anxiety shows their stress after 2 hours alone is measurably different than after 30 minutes. So they're not checking a clock. But they are feeling duration. It's less. How long has it been? And more. How much has this ache grown while you were gone? Oh, and that head tilt everyone loves? Recent research says dogs do that to locate a sound better, and to see past their own snout so they can actually read your face more clearly. So that tilt isn't confusion. It's effort. It's your dog working harder just to understand what's going on inside your head. In houses with more than one person, dogs still pick one favorite. And it's rarely about who feeds them the most. Studies point to something else: consistency. The person who reacts the same way, calmly, again and again. Dogs aren't chasing convenience. They're chasing safety. And to a dog, safety just looks like reliability. And their grief? It's real. It's just silent. When dogs lose someone they were bonded to, a lot of them show real changes: eating less, sleeping worse, moving less for weeks. They don't have funerals. They don't have words for loss. But their bodies respond to that absence in ways that look strikingly close to human grief. That silence isn't emptiness. It's mourning without a language to put it in. There's this one moment, honestly kind of overlooked, when a dog stops just tolerating a house and actually bonds to one person inside it. It's almost never some big gesture. Not an expensive toy, not a fancy treat. It's something small, repeated so many times it becomes undeniable. The same voice greeting them every morning, hands that never grab too rough, someone who notices when they're feeling low. Dogs build trust in receipts, not promises. And once enough of those receipts stack up, something shifts. You stop being just a person in the house. You become their entire compass. Your dog was never trying to understand humans as a category. They were only ever trying to understand you. Your scent, your rhythm, your moods, your patterns, the sound of you coming back. To them, you were never a species. You were, and still are, an entire world, built out of 1,000 tiny details that only they ever noticed. So if any of this changed the way you look at your dog, even a little, go sit with them a bit longer tonight. And if you want more of this, the real science behind how your dog actually experiences you, hit subscribe. Because here, we don't just explain behavior. We translate love.